Hey guys, so welcome back to my how-to series. Today's topic is how to make others work for you. In a sense, so no matter what, you have to realize when you're a person who is living life, or let's say in success, you have to be a person who's really succeeding in some type of way. So based on this video, it's really how to be more successful in terms of life, how to have more value is the name of this video. How to have more value. So guys, no matter what, how to have more value in this video is the foundation of life. You have to realize that when others people are working for you, that's when you can have more value. You understand? So those people who are working for you in terms of life, they're messaging you first. They're people who love you more than you love them. They're people who care for you more than you do them. Those are the people that you need to realize that you just make them message you. You just make them message you in life and realize that's the way to really live life. You never go up to them. You never message them. With a woman, for example, when you're solving her problems, okay, make her come up to you so you can solve her problems. Make them come up to you so that you can do business with them. That's how it is. When you're doing life according to you, and yes, you're making mistakes, but at least you're going with it. At least you're becoming a better person out of it. At least you're doing something incredible in terms of life that's actually going to help your life. Now, those people who are really helping you to succeed, those people who are really helping you to do something in life are the people who care about you. Now, those people who give you money freely are the ones who care about you. And guess what? You never ask for it. You understand? You never ask for anything in life. There's a quote saying, ask and you shall receive. You never ask anybody else. You just ask for yourself. You understand? You just ask for other people to come and message you and do everything for you. So there are plenty of people that are going around in nightclubs, and what are they doing? Guess what? They're going up to the woman, or the woman's going up to the man. Why? Why are you going up to the woman or man? Because you feel desperate, because you feel that you need to kiss somebody and you need to lick somebody's tongue. And because you feel that you need to have sex on the day. Why? Because everybody else is doing it. You understand? So that's the foundation of a loser in life. That's somebody who has to go to somebody else to say, hey, come fulfill my needs. Yeah. So what you do is you realize you stay away from them in the first place. There are people who are going to the brothels and escorts. They're calling escorts over and they're giving them money. So first what they're doing is they're calling up the brothel to see is the woman there. They're making the first effort for the woman. The woman has never even seen them. And then what are they doing? They're driving to the brothel. It takes some time. That's the second effort. The third effort is they're waiting for the woman. They're waiting for the woman. And then the fourth aspect of life is, guess what? He's giving money for the woman as well. And then what? And then she may say, only once you ejaculate and then you have to go. And that's, guess what? He has to listen. Do you understand? So do you understand? Because I wasn't in a brothel before. I see how it is. And you make 5 attempts for her before she even makes 1 attempt for you. Why? Because you find yourself desperate that way. Now, you never become desperate in life. You only become desperate in success. You understand? I had a woman today, and I was saying for her to do everything for me. And yeah, she said she'll go on my Instagram, she'll send me all these details. Thank you very much. Why? Because anytime you find yourself with a woman or man and you never know what to say, let them say something. Now, you never know what to say in the first place. The whole point of communicating with people is let them communicate more with you than you do with them. Is that simple to do? It's very simple to do. Now, you have to become a person who can be secure more than enough to be able to do that. Because I was a person who was relying on my biological dad to give me money. I was relying on my family members in terms of my biological family. I am a real family. And I was relying on them to send me money and to talk with me and to do everything with me. Why? Because when you rely on others, you expect others to give you something. Now, why? Because you feel that you are entitled to something. You understand? Now, you're never entitled to anything. What you need to realize is you need to get away from those people and you need to actually start living life on your own. You understand? You need to live life on your own now, and that's what an independent person does. They never rely on anybody else, and guys, whoever relies on them will contact them. So for example, since I was asking myself questions today, I found myself asking questions, what would I say to her? Or what would I say to them? Or how would I go without them? Now guess what? No matter what, it's a smart question. And I went and I said, let her decide everything for me. She needs to have kids. Let her be the one to say, let's have kids. Let her be the one to say, let's have sex. Let her be the one to say, let's get married. Let her be the one to say, let's go traveling. Yeah, let her do everything for me. I never ask. Why? Because as soon as you have to ask and convince her, you've already lost because you become desperate. Understand? I never have to be the person asking, let's have kids, or force her to have kids with me. Why? Because let her force me to do it. Let her force me to do it. I never care about kids in the first place. Now, if you're a person who cares about kids and having them, guess what? You have to do the same as me. You have to make her come up to you for that. Understand? Because if you're the person who's urging your wife or your husband to have kids, then guess what? You're the one who's desperate for them. You're the one who's desperate. Never be desperate in the first place. Let them be the desperate one. Yeah, that's how it is. Because guess what? Kids will never fulfill you either in life. Nobody will fulfill you. There are plenty of people going around everywhere just having sex everywhere. Why? They're so desperate to have sex because everybody else is having sex. Now, I've been fortunate more than enough to have the least amount of sex in terms of the world, in terms of most of the world. Most of the world has had more sex than me. Why? Because I'm a person who's less desperate than them. I'm less desperate than them in terms of sexual instinct. You understand? I have less drive to go have sex with other women when I do have the most drive in terms of my life to do better. And no matter what, I'm a person who always has more. I have more drive than everybody else. Why? Because I focus on myself and I never have to go up to the woman to do it. You understand? I never have to go to the woman. They come to me. They come to me. And most of the world, they may be having sex with thousands of women. They're going up to them. They're desperate. You understand? And yes, they had more sex with me. They had more sex than me. You understand? That's funny. So no matter what, you realize, I'm a person who's never desperate. I'm only desperate for success. So I never need to go up to my biological dad and my biological mom to message them for anything in life. For nothing. You understand? Now I'm always doing something for something. I'm never doing it for nothing. I'm a person who's always living life on my terms. And why? I'm selfish. I'm selfish and more than enough in my life to be selfish enough and more than enough to have other people work for me and to make sure that I live life on my terms. When people are speaking to me, they speak to me first. That's the way it is. Because I never go up to them. Understand? In hostels, I only go to what I need to do and that's it. Understand? I never expect anything from anybody. And that's how you're supposed to look at life. You're supposed to look at life. You're never supposed to go to the woman to convince her of anything. You're never supposed to go to the man to convince them of anything. Because as soon as you try to convince them, what happens is you have become desperate. You understand? All the sales books out there will teach you this. What Will Smith said. Will Smith is an actor today and he says, let them come to you first. That's all the sales books will ever teach you. When somebody says in sales you have to call them 50,000 times a day to make yourself more successful, that's bullshit. You understand? That's what they say to those people who are working a 9-to-5 job. You understand? They're leading people who are working a 9-to-5 job in sales to go cold calling everybody because that's how those people make money. Now, no matter what, I never make money that way. The way I make money is people come to me. You understand? People come to me. I never make people work like idiots. You understand? I never make people work like idiots by giving them money. You understand? I never give them money to work like idiots. Why would I do that? That's stupid. I just work for free. I work for free and I make people go and translate all my university. They translate everything in my university for free on their own time. So when somebody asks me in Spain, when somebody asks me in life, oh, why don't you translate all your material into Serbian or Spanish? Yeah. You need me to do that for you? Yeah, you just go do it yourself. You understand English? Yeah, you go do it in your free time. You understand? Go translate my work into other languages in your free time. Because guys, I never give you the money to do it and I never expect to do it either. Why? Because I have English. I have English. I stick to my English. Understand? And now for me to go put $1 million or $10 or $10 million inside my business in terms of translating my work for you, while you never gave me $1 for it? What for? What for? What for? My legacy over time, anyway, even when I die, when I die, people will be translating it for free. For free in their own languages. Why do I have to go now give $10 million to help you in your Spanish country? What for? Go do it. Go help your Spanish country with my words. You understand? It's so simple. Why? Because I get them to work for me for free. Why? Because nobody else will do it in terms of life, and no matter what, I do it the most. I do it the most, and I realize no matter what, that for me to work for other people, to translate my courses and my language skills and everything that I have in my life into other languages for them, well, I have to give money for them, and I never even met them. Well, they never even give me $1 in return, and I have to give my time for them, and they never give me any time. No, sorry, I stick to free. You guys can go and translate one of my quotes into your languages, and whatever inspires you, go translate that into your language, please. You understand? And you can do the same. You understand? Why? Because I'm not working for them, I'm working for me. You understand? I'm working for me. I go see life, I see one thing, I change. I go see one thing, I stay away from it. Understand? I'm always moving fast throughout life. I'm experiencing everything there is to life as fast as I can, and I'm moving on, as fast as I can. I never care about kids, I never care about women, I never care about people. I only care about myself and where I'm going. That's the way I see life. I see life that way. I never care about my parents. I only care about me. I am my parents. I never care about biological parents that helped me grow up. I grew up on my own. Nobody else helped me to grow. Nobody helped me to grow. I'm the person who walked my shoes. I walk my shoes every single day. I'm a person who never goes to other people. They come to me. What will I say to her? Let her ask me to marry me. Let her ask me to marry me in life. Yeah, why do I have to convince her to marry me? That's total bullshit. You understand? It's total bullshit that I have to ask her. Let her ask me to marry me. Let her do the work. You understand? That's the way it is. A lot of bullshit going around in the world. You understand? They're saying that you have to go and call the woman. That you have to go pick up the woman. No, let the woman come pick up you. Let the man come pick up you. They're saying you have to go up to them to make business. No, let them come up to you to make business. You understand? That's how it is. They're saying, oh, you have to go translate all your books into other languages. No, let them translate for you all the books into other languages while you just have more time freedom. That's what I say. Let them do all the work for you on their free time, over time. You just create whatever you can in your language and you stick to that, and once you die, who cares? Who cares? Look at Nikola Tesla. What did he do? He just continued somebody else's work. He did it up to a certain point. Did he translate the work into other people's languages? No, he never done that. Why? The guy's more than smart enough to never do that for anybody in life. He lived his life. You understand? He lived his life. Very smart man. He just continued the work. And somebody else, after he died, picked it up and continued it. That's all. That's all I do. You understand? I'm the foundation of me. I'm never other people. I just work on that basis. I pick up the knowledge. I pass it through down the generations, and guess what? Other people will live from my work, and they translate it into other languages. I never care about them. You understand? I do it in English, and it's more than enough for you guys in 50,000 centuries to go and translate my work for free. You understand? That's how smart I am in life. I never have to now think about how will I get all this money to go and translate for you guys. No, you go and do it your own way. You understand? Go and translate your own way, because I've lived it. Now it's your time to live it. It's your time to live your life now. You understand? Because your life must be the most important. My life is the most important, and I never even met you. You understand? And guess what? I'll never even come up to you. You came up to me. Why? Because I'm higher value. I'm higher value. And those people who can read my courses deserve my courses. I never go up to people's courses except for those people who give me value. And guess what? I just go up to them just for the value and nothing else. That's why you're here. You're just here for the value. You're never here for me in life. You're never here for me. You're here for the value I give. I'm a valuable man. I make sure no matter what that your time is worth your time. You understand? And my time is the most valuable. So I never have to convince a woman of anything in life. I never need a woman in my life. I never need a woman in my life. I have me. Understand? The whole foundation of this video is what Will Smith said. Will Smith said this. He said, instead of you going up to them, let them work for you and let them come up to you. That's his quote. And realize this, that's the whole foundation of selling. The sales person, the person that's selling themselves, you never go calling people up, hey, let me speak on your event or inside your event. No, you never call people to say, let me speak inside your event. Let them call you, let them be saying, hey, Danny Milivojevic, please come to my event, speak this. Oh yeah, $50,000 per hour. That's what I say. They called me and I charged them, and they have to give me accommodation money as well on top for a certain amount of days, and also whatever I need. Make sure that it's worth my time. I never care about them in my life. I don't have to go up to them. I don't have to go up to them in life. Because guys, I have more value. I have more value. I don't have to convince a woman. There's a beautiful woman at the hostel here. She's very interested in me. She looks at me, she gave me 5 already remarks. She said, I've seen you twice. Do you understand what she said there? She said she's seen me twice. She had to make it out to see me twice so that I see what she's saying. She's seen me twice somewhere. Twice, never once, twice. What? She's indicating she's interested. She smiled at me. Hi. With a tonality. Saying hi. She went up and, oh, what's happening over here? Understand? So she's interested. She's very beautiful, French lady. And guess what? She's young. She's better than yesterday. And guess what? Do I go up to her? No. Guess what I said? I said, yeah, I have Instagram. I have Instagram. And she said, yeah. I just said, just send it to me on Instagram. You understand? She said she'll give it to me when she sees me. No, I said, give it to my Instagram. Give it to my Instagram. Why? I'd make her come to me on Instagram. I gave her my Instagram as well. You understand? I said, my Instagram is this. When you're speaking I, guess what? You never care about her. I never care about her. Even though she's interested. Why? Because many women change their mind quickly. They change their mind. Ah, but this guy has the bigger dick. They'll say. They're saying, I never care about those women. They're saying they go for bigger dicks in life. They root the dick. They believe king shit of the dick. They're saying, now listen, no matter what, I'm a person who is much greater than everything in life. Now, no matter what, I'm never putting people down, but there are people in the planet who are just going to really lead you down the world into hell. And I'm never that person. You have to realize that you never, ever say what's left in life. What's left is nothing. There's nothing left. There's always something that's more in life. Why do I say that? Because those people who are working on themselves the most are always going to see what's more in life. What's more? What else more can I do? You understand? What else more? There's no thinking about it. You understand? And when I'm a person who is really foundational in what I do, I'm a person who's really lifting up other people, and I'm saying, hey, it's worth the investment. It's worth really showing people what you're all about. It's worth to really help yourself to grow. So all I say is never call your biological parents. Never call your biological dad. Never ask for anything from anybody. Understand? Never make them give you money. Just go and make your money. Understand? How do you make your money? Let the money come to you. Let the money come to you and you just enjoy life. How's the money coming to you? Let it come to you somehow. Understand? Let it come to you. Let people come to you. Let the operational methods of the world come to you. Now, guess what? You need to make your life. Now, is Spain going to come to you when you're living in Australia? No. You need to go to Spain. Why? Because it's for your personal interest. You understand? When you need something, you go make more of it. You understand? All I say is go need more of what you need. Now, you need to focus every single day on what you need and what you want. Now, what you want, you never need to focus on what you want. Instead, just go focus on what you need. When you start asking questions and start reading these books about how to pick up women, you've lost already. Because the whole idea of picking up women is for them to pick you up. So you never have to read the book in the first place. It's just a stupid scam, the book. You understand? The book's a stupid scam teaching you all these communication techniques that you'll never remember. You understand? The only communication technique in any single life, in every single span of life, in business, is let them come to you. Let them come to you. Do you understand what that means? Let them come to you. Now, guess what? I prepared this video already. How? I made sure no matter what that I applied it first before I even gave it. Now, I made so many mistakes already in this video. You made me never even recognized. But for me, guess what? Those mistakes I've corrected already. I'm a much better person than yesterday for doing this video. So yes, I have some flaws, but my flaws are funny. It's very funny what I do. My flaws are funny. And I am a person who does appreciate myself more. I realize today, no matter what, I never need anybody else, I just need me. That means I never have to work for the woman ever again. I never have to have a woman in my life. Why? Because otherwise no woman will work for me, and no need for the world to have my kids either. I never care about having kids for the world either in my life. Why? Because the world never worked for it. For me. They have to work for me for free to get my kids, my genes, and who I am. The world, somebody out there in the world has to do that for me. I never have to do it for them. I never have to do it for them. Why? Because the whole point of this video is let them do it for you. Understand? Let them transcribe your words and your victories and everything you've done into their languages for free. You don't have to give a cent for it. You don't have to do anything for them. You just do it for yourself. I'm doing this video for myself, do you understand? I'm doing it for myself. I'll never translate this video into other languages for anybody, including myself. Why? Because over time, I've already translated it into all languages for myself already. Understand? I'm thinking ahead. Now, I'm never thinking. I just see the road ahead. Once I die, guess what? I never care anymore what happens with my material. Let the people sort it out. I never care. I live my life. I live my life already. Understand? I live my life. I don't care about you and your baby. I never care about you people. I don't even care about your babies in life. You understand? That's your babies. You understand? Now, I never care about my babies. I only care about me. Because where are my babies? My baby's me only. Now I care only about me. You understand? Why? You'll say, oh, but no woman wants you. No woman needs you in life. No. I never need them. I never go up to them in my life. I never go up to them anymore. Why? I have a high self-worth now. I have a high self-worth. I never go up to people to follow them. Understand? I never go up to people follow them. I just go follow the ones that have the highest value. Why? Just for my personal interest. For my personal interest, I make them my business. I have 109 mentors. I make them my business now. Now the money comes when you are letting people work for you. Let people work for you. The best game trick in terms of picking up and everything, and in business, in sales, in spirituality, in living in the moment, is let them come for you. Let them talk with you. Let them do things for you. Let them drive you. Let them pick you up. Let them drive you around. Let them make you money. Let them ask you how to make money. Understand? Let them ask you questions. Never you asking them questions. Never be the person in a seminar, in a personal seminar, standing up in front of all the people, just so that you can be seen, and just so that you can ask a question up on stage, or just so you can ask a question about something to the person who's standing up and looking at you on stage. Why? Because you're seeking attention, man. Now, yes, guess what? Let that person on stage come up to you and ask you the question. Yeah, let them ask you the question. Why? Because they're already in the spotlight. They never care anymore. You understand? Why? Why not? Let them ask you the question. Why do you have to be the one standing up to ask them a question? Why are you making yourself look like a fool? For every question, there's a problem solved. So never even ask in the first place. What you do is, you just realize to just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy yourself. Just sit and relax. Let other people answer your questions. For every question asked, your question will be solved.
It's so simple. Do you understand? Anytime you feel the world needs to give you something, guess what? You are relying on the world. That means that you are working for the world. That means that you are going up to people for something. Never go up to people for something. Go to people for nothing. And guess what? Never even go to people for anything. Never go to them for anything. All you do is stick with yourself and go to the ones who are giving you value. Now, the ones that are giving value, they can give you something. And you have to go to those people who are giving you something. But guess what? Because those people never come to you. Those people giving you value, such as me, wherever you're watching this in the world, do you understand? You're here for value. You heard about me because somebody else gave you this information in terms of this guy's excellent. It's going to teach you something. So guess what? I never came to you. That's why you're here. That's why I say go to people who are giving you value. Understand? And now, guess what? You never have to go to people who are giving you value. You may be the highest value around. Understand? You may never need help from other people. You may just need help for yourself. And you can just help yourself then. Never even go to other people. Never listen to their music. Never watch other people. And never do anything for other people. And also, I swear, and that's the best way of life. The best way of life is be your own person and be original. Just stick to your own ground. Go your way. Never follow other people. Never do anything that other people need you to do. Never listen to other people's music. Go make your own. Go make your own music. Never talk with other people. Talk with yourself all day long. That's what I do. And yeah, that's the way too. That's the best way. And then you'll say, hey, I may need some ideas. Hey, guess what? Who are you going to turn to? Turn to yourself. Turn inward. Go and look inward for the answer. Now, if you need some value, go to the most valuable people in the world. Yeah, go to the world's most valuable people. Go to the people who are most valuable and ask them everything in terms of life. But just go and see on YouTube, on social media, everything about your life and how you can improve it. You understand? Now your life is you. I'm better than Bart. I'm a person who's always winning. And you need to realize that you need to ask better questions to live a better life. And when you're very confused in life, that's an excellent trait, to be very confused. Why? Because a person who's confused is uncertain. A person who is uncertain is growing either way. So you have to be uncertain in times, all the time. You can never be sure of yourself. And a person who's never sure of themselves is always confused. Understand? They never have it figured out. And you never have to have it figured out. You can be confused. I'm confused right now. Understand? Why? Because I'm uncertain. Understand? And I'm still growing. I'm confused about life. Why? Because I'm growing. That's it. I'm still growing. Now, I could say I'm not confused. Then what am I? I'm still growing. That's it. It's the same thing. It's a different manner. Now, you never have to convince anybody of anything anymore. That's the rule of this video. Never convince other people of anything anymore. Let your success speak louder than words. Let them see you. Let them come up to you. Let them talk to you. Let them convince you of everything. You never have to convince a woman to have kids. Let her convince you of it. You never have to go up to the person who is a mentor of yours to convince them to do business with you. Let that person convince you to do business, whoever that is. You never have to come up to me to say, oh, Danny, come do business with me, I'll give you money. And listen, when you give me money, guess what? I may come up to you. Why? We can do some business there. But if you're asking for my time for free, well, bye-bye. Go find somebody else. I'm more valuable than free time. You understand? I need some value in life. So you never convince other people to have kids. You never go up to other people to have kids. People who are going clubbing, do you understand? To have dirty sex in front of other people and to have the dancing inside the club and be naked, and also to have dirty dancing sex, to do some dirty dancing in front of other people. Guess what? They're desperate people. They're people who are very poor in life. You understand? They're chasing other people. They believe that's the way to do it. That's never the way to do it. It's a lie. It's a big facade. That you have to go dirty dance with a woman or man to make yourself feel better. That's a total bullshit way to live. You understand? I'm not bullshit. I'm a person who sees it for what it is. You never go to the alcohol, let the alcohol come to you. Guess what? The alcohol will never come to you. Understand? The alcohol will never come to you. The cigarettes will never come to you. You have to go to the alcohol. You have to go to the cigarettes. And I suggest you never go and do drugs, kids. I suggest you never go to the cigarette. I suggest you never go to the alcohol. Who's to blame for you going to drinks in terms of life? Now, I'm not judging you. I'm a person who's never judging me. I'm never a person who's a drug addict anymore. I'm not a drug addict. Listen, you never go to the drugs. You never go and do drugs. You may be a person who's going to drugs. You may be a person who's actually drinking alcohol. You may be a person who's smoking cigarettes. Nobody's forcing you to do that. You believe because of the outside world and those people who are smoking around you, and because the people that are smoking and doing drinks, drunk dealing and all this kind of stuff, realize no matter what, I'm not judging. That's the world. That's the way the world is. There may be people around you drinking and smoking drugs. That's why you may be going and doing the same thing. You understand? It's because people who go to do drugs and smoke cigarettes and alcohol is because they have a world around them, you understand, who does the same thing. And they're looking at the world around them and what the world around them is doing, and they're copying other people. Because they believe that that's the lifestyle. Why? They were raised that way. They were raised to believe around the world that gambling is a thing because they've seen many people gambling, and that playing poker is a thing because they've seen other people playing poker, because a friend of them, apparently their friend, was saying that you can go on this website and play some poker, which is absolutely amazing. You understand? Because they said in this nice tonality that is really going to convince you of something. You understand? Which obviously in this case maybe did. You understand? And then they say, oh, did you hear about the DMT drug? And they make this big joke about it. They make this big joke out of it. I've seen it in hostels. And they go, yeah, it's apparently makes you smashed. Makes you smashed. You have to try it. You have to try it. It's something big. It's something big, this drug. Apparently, do you understand? Apparently it makes you somewhat of a really, really intense person, like on superhuman pills and on superhuman, really, really in terms of life. It'll make you even more than pills. Those are the drug addicts. And speaking, they're really talking this drug up, apparently. That's what they're saying. Now, I'm not them, I'm me. Now, you have to realize that the word apparently is just a way for you to buy into what they're saying. Understand? Now, I'm a person who sees my words. I totally understand what I say. Why? Because I see it, I learn it, I write it down every single day. And guess what? You never get convinced by drug addicts or anybody to take that drink. Guess what? Does a drink come to you? Yes, sometimes. The other person shoves the drink in your face. The drink came to you, didn't it? What are you going to say? You're going to say yes or no? But will the drink ever come to you? No. I'm better than but. The drink, the food, you have to go to the food. Guess what? The food never works for you. You have to work for the food. You have to work for the food. Yes, you do. Otherwise, you can never live. Now, you go and do anything that you can that will help you live in life. What's that? Accommodation is going to help you live. You need accommodation. You need food. You need clothes. Because guess what? The rules today say that if you have no clothes on, guess what happens? You go to jail. Because you can never be a person disturbing other people. Understand? We're never living in the caveman days. We're living in the new age now. The new age is you wear clothes now. So that's what you have to do. Why not? You can take off your clothes anytime in your backyard and swim naked inside your backyard. Understand? Yes, you can. It's much more appropriate. But guess what? I have no shame to run across the street naked now. But guess what? There's consequences. The police will come and take me to jail. And do I need that? No. I can do it. I'm not ashamed about taking off my clothes. Do you understand? Many people are ashamed. People wrap themselves up in the whole head. Understand? Am I saying they are ashamed? Maybe they are. I'd never do that. They were taught that way. They're taught that way. That's what they're doing. Understand? And listen, I'm not judging. That's what I see. And no matter what, you have to realize that you never go to people for anything. Never go and call people anymore. Never call anybody. Never call your friends in life. Never call them. Never go up to them. Never hang out with them ever again. Why? Let them hang out with you. Let them call you. Let them message you. You understand? Why? You'll find out who your friends are. You'll find out who your true friends are in life. When they call you, when they message you, when they come to your house, when they do everything for you, I promise you, you'll find out who your friends are. Because the world is fake. You understand? There's a fake world out there. There is a fake world out there. Plenty of people are faking it in life. They call themselves your friend, and they never call you. They call themselves your dad, and they never call you. They never message you. First, you message them more than they do you. Now, I never cared for them. I am first in my life. You understand? My biological dad never calls me more. I call him more. And guess what? I said, no more will I call anybody else more. It makes me look unvaluable. And then he has a sense of decency to say, hey, he says this, if you never raise your tone down, I'll never pick up the phone anymore. What? I called you first. Listen, I called him first, and he's saying, hey, put your tone down and make yourself stupid. Otherwise, I'll never pick up the phone anymore. What happened there? Nothing. I was joking. He took it seriously, and he says, no matter what, that he'll never pick up the phone again. Once I called him, I call him more, and he says he'll never pick up the phone again. It's a mind trick. Do you understand what is happening? There's a mind game playing there. Mind games. Too much mind games with my biological father. So I got away from him. You understand? Yeah. I call him, and he says he will never pick up the phone to scare me, to control me. You understand? It's conditional love. You understand? Now guess what? Now I never even have to call him anymore. Why? Because I've learned more in my life. I said, I'm more valuable now. You call me. When he calls me and he says, why aren't you calling? I say, you can call me. I play it cool. I play it smooth now. And when he says, you have to call me? No, I never have to call you, man. You can call me. Yeah, that's how it is. When somebody else is using, for example, an house against you, for example, my biological mother, what she's doing, she has a house. She has a house in Germany, in Frankfurt. And she has 9 tenants inside, including her. Understand? And she's collecting the rents. And she says, this is yours in 4 years' time. In 4 years' time, it's mine? Who says I'll be living 4 years' time? Do you understand? Who says I'll be living then? What is that? That's an escape method. For what? It means she's trying to control me with the house. Do you understand? So this is what happened. She says, this is yours in 4 years' time. And then guess what she's saying? She's saying, you must listen to me in order for you to get this house. Oh, yeah? I must listen to you now and do everything you say to get this house off you? So guess what she needs me to do? She needs me to do everything for her. She needs me to message her every day. And she needs me to make sure that I live my life according to her in order for me to get her house. I say, shove that house up your ass. Biological mother. You understand? There's my family. My family is me. There's my biological family. Do you understand? She's using, guess what? She's using the biological house, she's using her house. I'm my house in life. I'm never my biological parents. I'm me. I'm my own family. I'm never anybody else in the world except for me. Now, she's using the house against me. She's saying, hey, I will exert control over you because I have a house over here that she got from another man. She got it from another man. That's what happened, and she'll say everything about this video. She'll say, "You embarrassed me." Yeah, go make your own house. Stop getting in front of people. Understand? She went to another man who gave her the house, and that's it. That's what I see. That's the truth. And is there a truth in life? There is a truth in life. That's what I see in life. Now, guess what? The truth can never be explained, as I already said, and that's just what I see. And guess what? She's using the house. She's using the house to exert control and power over me, and you'll never do that. So, if there is somebody else in your life exerting control over you, saying, "Hey, this is my house and it's my rules," guess what you do? You pack up and go, and you make your own rules. You understand? You never live with a man or woman who says, "You are in my house." You understand? Otherwise, you need to abide by their rules and their status. And I never need you to do that. I need you to go and make your own house. I need you to go and make your own life without relying on them and their house to survive and live. Understand? Because guess what? Guess what? My biological dad was also a person who would say, "Go!" He would kick me down all the way. You understand? And would say, "Go!" And he can see that I was very financially unstable. I was very overweight. And he would say, "Go! Go!" That's all he would say. I'm not my biological dad, I'm me. And do you understand how sarcastic that is? Is that sarcastic really? No, that's smart ass. He was being a smart ass there. And realize how fat I was. I was very fat. He was saying that. So no worries. Here I am now. And he dragged me down so much, that guy. And I realized some things, no matter what, that because of all his mind games that he plays, I was taught by one of the best mind game players in the world, which is my biological dad. One of the best, if not the best or better. Now, guess what? I'm better than if, I'm better than not. I'm a person who sees his life and I say, listen, that's why I live the life I have. Because I was taught by one of the best in the world in terms of mind games and manipulation. Understand? And I'm not joking. And my honesty is right here. And why do I say this? Because guys, you never be around people who are exerting control over you and laughing in your face and spitting in it. You understand? If you are around somebody else's terms, get out of their terms and conditions and go and live your own life. Never let your biological mother or dad rule over you because it's their house. Get out of their house and go and live your own life. That's all I say. Otherwise, you need to abide by their rules. And that's what I need you never to do. I need you never to abide by people's rules in life. They may say, oh, you have to go and work the 9 to 5. They will say that to you. They may say that to you. And no matter what, I'm never working on 9 to 5. Now, I'm never judging you. You may be a person who's getting told something to do something by other people. You never go and do it. Because when you go and do it, you're abiding by their rules. Especially the police. The police will say, you can never do that. No, you go and do it. Whatever they're saying. You go and do it. Why? You never abide by their rules. Who are they in life? In your life? You understand? Guess what happened? I taped one person. I taped him on camera as he pushed me. You understand? He pushed me. I started to tape him. And I was swearing at him. For doing it. Now, I was never supposed to swear. And realize this. He's the one who came up to me and pushed me down. I never touched him. And guess what? His backup plan was, I swore at him. That's why he done it. That's why he hit me physically. But guess what? He came telling me what to do in life. He said, if you never do it, I will hit you. You understand? So I reacted. And that's what? He came and hit me. You understand? So guys, no matter what, other people are trying to exert control over you. Do you understand? Is it nice for swearing? Guys, it's nice to swear. It's nice to say fuck yeah. Yeah? Go say fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. It's good to swear. You understand? I had people saying to me, no, never swear, it's very inappropriate, mate. In Australia over here. I'd say, yeah, alright. Good for you. I'm a better person than yesterday. I'm a person who always gives it a go, and I never try. I give it a go in terms of a better way of life. I'm better than alright. And I'm a person who can see a better way. I can see a better way of life. Now, there are many people trying to exert control of you. They'll say, you must go here, you must do this, you must do this, you must do this. Never take their advice. Because those people who give you advice, uncalled for. You understand what that is? You understand what that means? It means they are trying to exert control over you. They're going to say, for example, your biological mom or your biological family may say, you must go work. You're so stupid for not working. You're an idiot for not working. What are you doing? You have no life. They may even say that. Why? They're trying to control you. They're trying to control you, and you never listen to them. And nobody's going to help you see that except for you. Nobody's going to see your story except for you. So you need to go and be smarter than them. You need to say, sorry mum, I have a job. But first of all, let them contact you. Let your biological family contact you. It may take them 10 years. Let it be. Because in that 10 years, they're never interested in you. Now, you may never have a woman. You may never have a man. Guess what? You never need one when they never work for you. Just then, when they never work for you, you never need to make kids for the world. You never make other people happy. Let them make you happy. Let them come to you. You never have to walk with them. Let them walk with you. You never have to drive them. Let them drive you. You understand? Because you'll find out who your true friends are in life. You never have to explain yourself to anybody. You explain yourself to yourself only, and you realize that you're the most important in your life. And you need to realize that nobody else is doing this video for me. Who are my true friends in life? Who's my true friend? Who's doing this video for me? Only me is my true friend. And that's what you'll find out in life. You'll find out nobody else will be traveling with you anywhere in life. Nobody else will go with you anywhere. Do you understand? So guess what? Live alone is the motto of this video. Live alone in life. Live alone and let them work for you. Understand? Let the woman convince you. Let the man convince you of everything. Let them convince you. You never follow them. You understand? You never follow them anywhere in life. Let them convince you of doing everything. Let them say, you need to come with me here. Why do you need to go there? Why do you need to go there? You never need to go anywhere in life. Let them go where you need to go only. Even in the marriage. You understand? Now in the marriage, guess what? If you never do what your spouse needs you to do, then guess what? You have no marriage. You understand? It's go with her and you go with him. You understand? It needs to be both ways in a marriage. In a marriage. Let's say you're single. I'm better than Buck. When you're single, you never have to answer to anybody. Now your spouse is obviously married with you. You need to work together as a common goal. You understand? You need to please her. She needs to please you. That's how it is in a marriage. In a marriage, it's different. In a marriage, you need to be both together. You need to please each other. You need to make each other happy. You understand? You need to make each other happy. Otherwise, guess what? You'll never be happy. Now, guess what? All you need to do in life is just make yourself happy. You never need in a marriage to make other people happy either. Now, guess what? In a marriage, you make her happy by making yourself happier. And she'll make herself happy and you happy by making herself happier. You never need to please her and she never needs to please you. You both need to just please yourselves. You understand? That's the marriage. That's the common marriage today. The best marriage in the world is where two people to get together and they're both pleasing each other in terms of themselves. They're pleasing themselves in the marriage. They're never pleasing one another. You understand? So when your wife says, oh, you must come with me, but you see that you have better time to do something more important for yourself, and you explain that to her, and she says, okay, then you're both more pleasantly more interested into each other because you guys both have something to do. I'm better than okay. But when she's forcing you to come somewhere for her while you dislike that, then guess what? You two have a problem there. And you need to sort that out right away. Because guess what? You need to be happy with your life. So you need to explain that to her. You need to explain, hey, I said already, this would never work for me. You need to respect my boundaries. You need to say that for yourself. Otherwise, she's going to run all over you. And she's going to make you be her puppy dog. They're saying you never do that. So all you realize now is just please yourself. Never please anybody else. When you have a wife, when you have kids, never please your kids, never please your wife. Never please your husband, never please your kids. Why? Because as soon as you start pleasing them, they never are satisfied. They're never satisfied with what you give them. Just please yourself the most. Just help yourself be happier. Be happier in life. Be happier in life, I'm fearless. Be a person who's never satisfying and pleasing other people, including your wife. Never satisfy and please other people. When your wife or husband needs to have sex, guess what? You have sex because you need to. Not because she wants to or because he wants to. You understand? That's what I said. Make them work for you. Inside the marriage also. You understand? So inside the marriage, it must be on your terms or nothing. It must be on your terms or nothing. Inside the marriage. Why? Because if it's not on your terms, then it'll be on her terms. And guess what? When it's on other people's terms, when you're living life on other people's terms, guess what's going to happen? You'll be much more upset, and you'll be the person neglecting yourself. So guess what? You need to come into a conclusion where you say, hey, we're growing now. You need to go with me, and this is where I'm going. Are you following me? You need to give her the option. You need to give him the option. Understand? Now, guess what? If that's the conclusion where you have to go somewhere, and that person never comes with you, then guess what? You just go. And now, do you have to find somebody else? You never have to find somebody else. You can be happy with that. You can be the one who's just going somewhere else, and you can say, yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you later. Thank you. Does it mean that they're upset with you? No. Does it mean that they care about you? Yeah, they still care about you. It just means that they have something better to do. You understand? Is that wrong? No. Is that right? No. Is that correct? No. What's the best way? The best way is just you be happier with what's happening. Be happier that you have a husband, that you have a kids. They have kids. Many never have that. So guess what? A husband and kids and a woman will never make you happy. Only you will. You can never rely on your husband to walk with you everywhere. Do you understand? You can never rely on a woman to walk with you everywhere. You understand? You need to go on your own. Go on your own. Live on your own as well. You can never rely on your kids to be with you holding your hand all the time. You understand? Why would you even need that? Why would you need somebody holding your hand? Why would you need your wife holding your hand for everything? You look like a scared puppy dog. Why would you need your husband holding your hand? Come on, baby. Yeah, I see you need to make a decision. Do you understand? Why do you need people to hold your hand for? Go and make your wife and husband work for you. Yeah, it still applies. Go and make kids work for you. Instead of your kids leading you somewhere, you say, oh, you're going over that way. I'll see ya. Thank you very much. And you just keep walking. You keep walking. Yeah, you keep walking. Understand? You keep walking and let the kid follow you. Yeah, let the kid walk and follow you. Because if you follow the kid's controlling you. You never follow the kid. You make the kid make sure that you are living life inside your terms, and the kid's living in your terms or their conditions. Never let the kid rule over you. Why would you let a little baby kid rule over you? The same as you would never let anybody else do so. When you never let a kid rule over you in life, you'll never let your woman or man rule over you either. You never let the police rule over you. You never let anybody rule over you in life. Why? Because it's about let them work for you. Understand? Now, never let your kid just run in terms of life out in the open. You understand? And guess what? Never let it get to that point. Make sure that you're having everything planned out first. You understand? Make sure it never gets to that point where you have to walk away from that kid. Never let it get to that point. You understand? Just make sure that you're abiding by the rule, which is making people work for you. Never work for other people, make people work for you. Never work for money, make money work for you. Never convince people, make people convince you. Never give people money, make people give you money. That's the way it is. Now, you need to do something amazing. You need to also save money for yourself. You need to be a person who is living higher, in high regard. So what do? You never call people, you let them call you. Understand? You never have sex with people, let them have sex with you. If they never have sex with you, guess what? You deserve better. If a woman is never in your life, if a man is never in your life, guess what? You deserve yourself even more. Understand? So never go to the alcohol, let the alcohol come to you. Now I promise it'll never come up to you. Now when somebody's shoving the alcohol in your face, say no. You understand? Now listen, no matter what, that person who's giving you the drink, maybe giving you the drink, I'm not judging you. There may be a person who's giving you a cigarette, who's giving you a drug. Never take it. Why? Let the drug come to you. You understand? Just say no anyway. Just say no. And that drug, guess what? Never let them pour it into your mouth. Never let them. You understand? Never let them. Never let them make you do anything in life. Never go to the woman at all. Never go to people online. Let them come to you online. It's the same rules. Same rule fits all. You understand? Same rule fits all. I never care who you are. You may be a disabled person. You may be a person who can never walk. Let them come to you. Let them push you around. You understand? What does that mean? Let them push you around. Let them push you around. Let them push you around in a wheelchair. Let them push you around in life. When you're already there, let them do it. If they are causing you violence, let them do it. You understand? Let them. Otherwise, when you retaliate and you hit them, you have to go to jail. Let them cause you issues. Let them cause you trouble. Let them do everything to kill you. You understand? Let them. Let them, because you already got to that point. Let them do it. Just be the person who's standing for the acceptance of the world. You understand? Now, if you're a person who may react to other people killing you, guess what? You put yourself in that situation in the first place. If you're a person who had an accident in life, let it be now. Let it be. Let's move on. If you're a person who was traumatized, let it be. Let it be, let it be. Why is this important? It's very important so you see that life is to be lived in the moment and you accept what's going on. If you're living a hard circumstance right now, let it be hard. Let it be. Accept it and you'll grow out of it. Understand? Now, you need to realize, never convince a woman to do anything. Never convince anybody. Never pitch anybody. There's no such thing as pitching. You may see people at a seminar walking, for example, and listen, you may see them saying, oh, you must work with me for $5,000 at the resort, and they'll be giving a speech for 1 hour on how good they are. And guess what? Guess what? You may give them $5,000. And guess what's going to happen? That person's going to give you the information, you still have to go do it yourself. That person's never going to that person's never going to hold your hand to do it for you. So $5,000 to give them so that they hold your hand is completely the stupidest mindset in the world. Because guys, you have to realize that you only give money to somebody for the value they give you on the day. They may give you this type of value for $5,000. So I may ask for $5,000 for this video to teach you something. And once you give me the $5,000, you have to now go do it yourself. That's what every person in the world expects. For you to do it yourself. Do it yourself. Now you can do it with other people. I do suggest that you do have a community around you. Why? Because guys, you can do it alone also. But guess what? You'll find out you will need a community around you also. Why not? Why not? Because guess what? Why? When you walk through shops, there's a community around you anyway. There's a community around you anyway. So yes, I would love to live in my own world, where it's just me, and it's me right now. I'm living in my own world. That's why I turn inside. Go inside the body. Go inside the body and say, I'm living inside. Say, I'm living inside. And when you're living inside, you'll find out that your accommodation is inside, that your money is inside, that everything you ever need is inside right here. It's inside. What does that mean? Look inside and you'll find everything that you ever need in life. And you just look inside. You never need anything else. So what you do is you have yourself the most. Never do drugs, kids. Never drink alcohol, and never ever eat meat either. Never be a person who's eating meat either. Why? Make a positive change for yourself. Be a person who's studying nutrition. Be a person who's really lifting yourself up. Now, you have to realize, in this video, I've already explained many aspects of life, and just realize, those people who work for you in life, those people who really see life in your way, is much better than you seeing in their way. Do you understand? Let them see everything in your way, but let them come to you on Better Than But. Let them click on your link. Let them go into your story. Let them have sex with you. Let the woman hold your hand. So anytime that you're afraid of the woman or man is because you believe that you have to convince them of something. Yeah, you believe that you have to convince that person of something. You never convince them of anything. And that way you stick to your boundaries and you say, let them convince you of everything. Because let them guide the line. Let them lead you. What does that mean? Let them lead you? It means let them work for you. Well, when you're dancing with a woman, make her dance with you. She'll say, no, put your feet over here. Put your feet over here. Yeah, come kiss me. And then you just go and kiss her. You never even go for the kiss. You never even go for the kiss. You never even do this. You never do this. Do you understand? You never do this when you marry me. You look so desperate for her. You look so desperate for her. Let her get on her knee and say, will you marry me? Yeah, that's how it works. Many guys in the world are saying, oh, no, the guy must ask the woman. No. Let the woman ask the man. Let the woman ask the man. Never be the guy who gets on your knees to do this for the woman. Why? You never need the woman in the first place. You understand? You never need the woman. Never do it. Just get married. Just get married. Why? Why do you have to go on one knee for? Why do you have to do it? You never have to do it. You just go get married. How do you get married? Let her get married with you. Let her bring you the papers. Let you sign it. Understand? Let you sign it. Because as soon as you say yes, you both work for it. She's just done everything for you. Understand? If she needs to make you something big, let her make it. Guess what? You hit the jackpot. She made something for you. She made the Mexicans play the song while you were standing in the middle. And guess what? You seen the crowd clapping and you're like, what's happening? Do you understand? It usually happens for the woman today. Imagine the guy doing that. That's amazing. And then the pigeons are all over the place. There's a big festival going on around you. Oh, what's happening? Do you understand how amazing this is? And then the woman's saying, will you marry me? For every guy, that's every guy's dream in life. I'd love to be that person. You understand? I'd love to be that person. I'd never love to be the person doing that for the woman. Why? Why would I do that for the woman? I'm gonna do that for me. It just makes more sense. You understand? There have been guys who do that for the woman. Why? Because they're stupid. They're very desperate for the woman. You understand? So never be desperate that way. Never go into a nightclub to start picking up women, bro. I had a friend, me and him were just walking around. Just always walking around like idiots, looking for women. We're looking for women. Why? Because we're desperate for a kiss. We're desperate for kisses. And guess what? I found a woman once. I seen her in 3 seconds. We started kissing, and she was very sexy. Understand? So it just happened. First look at first sight, and we just went and we kissed. Do you understand what that is? To just out of nowhere, out of the blue, just kiss someone? It's just very funny. It's very funny how it happens. and my fake friend was saying, well, it just happened. It just happened. It just happened. Do you understand? So, no matter what, guess what? That's never the life either. I've lived that life. I hooked up in less than 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only kissing. We never even talked. Understand? First sight. Why? Because we're both desperate. We thought that was the thing. Understand? It's very funny, but guess what? That's what it is. And no matter what, you have to realize that's all fooling around. That's fooling around. Never fool around with your life. Never be the one walking into a nightclub, giving $20 to go chase women. You understand? It's so stupid because you may as well give that $20 and add another 80 and go have sex in the brothel. It's the same thing. You understand? Never be the person at a festival looking for women, bro. You understand? Or never be that woman looking for guys in the festival. Where the guys are chatting up with your woman about which guy you're going to get. Because, do you understand? You never do that. Go talk about business. Go talk about how to actually improve your life. Because by the time you chase that guy, 12 hours has passed. And you'll never get that 12 hours back. It may take you 6 weeks to get that guy. And that guy has sex with you and he leaves you straight away. And it leaves you traumatized. Believe me. Is the 6 weeks worth it? 6 weeks for one guy to have sex with him so that you believe that he's the guy and then he leaves you, and then guess what happens? You're depressed and you maybe even kill yourself. You maybe even kill yourself. I'll never kill you. I never kill you. Sorry, I'll never kill me. You may be a person who kills yourself. That's what I mean. So realize, never be the person that's going to a nightclub chasing a woman. When you go into a nightclub, when you go somewhere, make sure you never even go to the nightclub in the first place. But when you listen to music, when you give money for music, just listen to music. Just be the person who listens to the music there, and be away from the junkies and the druggers. Just do that at least. When you're at a nightclub, if you are going to a nightclub, I'm not judging you. If you are going to a nightclub, make sure you're just away from the alcohol bars, making sure that you're away from the women out there, away from the men that you've never even seen in your life. You understand? Be away from them. Be in your nice reserved area. I honestly suggest get yourself a nice reserved area. You understand? Reserve an area and just sit there and just relax. Just listen to the music with yourself. And let the people say, oh, it's just him or her in the unreserved area. Yeah, stay away from me, please. Stay away from me. I'm richer than you people. You understand? You never need them in your life. Be in your own nice, beautiful scenery in life. Never with other people. Be with yourself only. Understand? Teach yourself to be alone in life. You may be a loner. Yes, you'll be alone, I promise you. For the next 50 years of your life, for the next 72 years, you'll be a loner, I promise you. Nobody's going to follow you around Australia. Nobody's going to follow you around the world. Be a loner now. Start to learn how to be alone right now. I promise you. Let them laugh at you. Let them make fun of you about how you are alone in life. How you have nobody but you. I promise you. Let them laugh about that. I'm better than but. And you'll realize that as you grow up being alone, you'll be more independent with your own decisions, and you'll be a person who's now more fulfilled because you're living alone, and you find out to let people work for you, such as this video. Why? Because those people will never work for you. Just work for yourself and make sure that you never work for them, because they never work for you. That's how it is today. I used to be the person calling everybody. Where are my friends? I used to ask always. Where are my friends? They're never calling me. They're never calling me. Why? They're never interested in me. I was more interested in them. And my biological dad, guess what he would say? Go to Bonnering. Go to your friends over there. He was leading me astray in that message. He said, go to them. Why? Because that's what he does. He goes to them. Do you understand? I'm never anybody else but me. I'm only me. I'm better than but. That way, realize, never be a person going to them. Never be my biological dad saying to your kid, go to them. Never chase them in the first place. understand? When you give money for music, just realize to just listen to the music. Never chase women, never chase men. Be away from the alcohol, stay sober. Stay sober at least in a nightclub if you go. If you go to a nightclub, stay sober. Understand? It's going to help you. Because those people who shove drinks in your face are never your friends. As soon as you leave the area, as soon as you leave the country, they'll never come following you in life. They may be your friend because they need to socialize with you only with alcohol. And if you have no alcohol in your life, in terms of, say no matter what, never be them, I'm never them. No matter what, never think as they do. No matter what, you have to realize they'll shove alcohol in your face because, guess what? They need you to socialize with them with drugs. Because that's how they are. And never be them. Socialize with people without drugs. When you're a person talking with people anywhere, make them talk with you in the nightclub. If you go to a nightclub, make them talk with you. Make sure no matter what, whoever you are, never go to the nightclub. I never suggest you go to the nightclub. Guys, I'm in bed at 6 p.m. I'm in bed by 6 p.m. Why? I've learned some things while I travel. I've learned some things. That being out in Perth after 6 p.m. is dangerous. I see it. It's dangerous. There's full junkies everywhere. I just stay away. I stay away from it. I go and I sit inside my hostel and I sit and I do music production with myself and there's nobody in my room for 6 hours. I get some alone time in the hostel with a 4-bedroom dorm. I get alone time after 6 p.m. There's nobody in the room until 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. It's just me. And I'm like, thank you for the grace of God. It's just me. I just get to enjoy me. I get to put on my music as loud as possible and I get to listen to my music. I don't have to go to a nightclub to give them $20 to listen to R&B music. Do you understand? I don't have to listen to R&B music in my life. Why? Because I never listen to my R&B music. I hear apple bunching, you understand? I hear that all the time over there. whatever they're singing, the usher guy is always there. You understand? I never have nothing against them. I just never listen to them. It's never my music. My music is trance music, hardstyle, and all that kind of stuff. So I listen to my music. I love hardcore too. Da 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 da. I really love it really fast too. Understand? Now I'm a guy who really can listen to R&B music. I do love some music in terms of R&B. I just never go to R&B clubs. I never go to any of the clubs out there anymore. I never even go to hardstyle clubs. I don't even go to trance clubs. I just go and listen to trance most of all now. I listen to trance more than ever now. I used to be a hardstyle person. I used to be a person who listens to hardcore music too. And I still listen to it. I just rarely. I listen to more trance today. Armin van Buuren, Dead Mouse, Mousetrap, all these kind of music. All this kind of music. So anything to do with trance artists, I listen to those people. Why? It's just clear sound, clear energy. I love it. So I used to be a person listening to NRG music. We used to all go. But guess what? Who are they? They're never in my life. They were just there with me because I was doing drugs with them. And they were just there because they were doing the drugs with me. And no matter what, I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a drug addict. The people in your life who are doing drugs are only there for the drugs. You understand? They're there for the drugs. They're never there for you. You understand? They're doing the drugs with you for themselves because they're there with themselves for the drugs. They're never there for you. They're just there to give you some drugs. You understand? Now, I'm a person who is never judging you. I just see that no matter what, many people are hanging around with drug addicts in life. I see it everywhere. Every single nightclub, every single casino, all you'll see in the casino is people working on 9 to 5. Why would you even be around 9 to 5 people? Why would you be around 9 to 5 people? They'll just teach you how to be in a 9 to 5. Never be around it. Why would you be around alcoholics and drug addicts who are in the casino? That's what you see. Drug addicts, you'll see 9 to 5ers, you'll see security guards who always kick you out for no reason. You understand? That's what they do. They're never your friend anyway. They're never your friend. You understand? They'll get told something by somebody else. They'll be told something by somebody else, and guess what? I'm a somebody in life. I'm number one. And then guess what? They'll just kick you out, no matter what you did. They'll just say, you have to leave, man. This guy complained about you. What? You've done nothing wrong. And you've done nothing right. And you were never correct. Another person was never correct, nor wrong, nor right. They just kick you out. Why? Because they're jealous of you. Understand? So you have to realize, be away from drug addicts, stay sober, be vegan. Understand? Be vegan and learn veganism. I do suggest you watch my videos in terms of veganism and realize, let them work for you. Let the person walk up to you to do business with you, shake your hand, look at you, smile at you, let them smile at you, let them do everything. You understand? As soon as you find yourself asking yourself, what do you say? Realize, Danny said, let them work for me. Let them work for me. That means what? That means never commit yourself to work for them. It means I'm higher than who I am, and no matter what, I'm never Danny, I'm something more above my name. And no matter what, you have to realize that when you never work for them, they'll work for you. That way, when you're thinking, you never think. Okay, you're never supposed to think. You just make them work for you. Anything that you need solved for a person, let yourself solve it. Never go to another person to solve your problems. It's the same situation. Let them come to you to solve your problems. Let them say, hey, here's your value. Never go to them for value. Let them come to you for value as well. That's what I mean. In the long run, they have to be coming to you for value. They need to be coming to you for everything in life. They need to be coming to you. So you have to make your life much more worth it for them to be able to. So you need to learn. You need to study. You need to really educate yourself. Educate yourself, about how to live life on your own terms. Do it on your own. Do it on your own. That's the way to do it. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. Or do it with somebody who has already done it and then learn from them and just do it yourself that way. Do it yourself with them, just them never in your life, except for on the screen. Such as this. So I'm never in your life except for on the screen. And no matter what, guess what? I'm a person always living my life. And you just learn from me. I never have to be in your life. You understand? You just come to me for value. And I never even seen you in my life. And you just learn from me. Learn from me. Everything. And that's it. I do it for free. So when you find yourself asking yourself what to say, just realize to make them work for you, and that's what to say. Understand? That's what to say. To say something is just to make them work for you. So when you find yourself saying something, that's the best. And when you're finding yourself saying something to somebody else, make sure that they approach you first. When you have nothing to say, guess what? Say something with yourself only. There's always something to say in life, and the word is, let them work for you for it. Let them say something instead of you saying something to them. When there's an awkward pause, let them start the conversation. Let them walk you around. Let them lead you. Let them do everything according to them. Because that way, you'll be in a way to emulate what they are doing, so that they are really teaching you everything, what you need to be doing. Why? Because they come up to you, they led you to the movies, they said, we're going here, you're going there, and listen, you what are you doing? They're leading you. Understand? They're saying, what would you like to have for dinner? I said, I have something. Understand? Whatever happens, let them lead you everywhere in life. Let them make the decisions. Be the person just... Understand? You're just walking with them. And the woman's looking at you and she's saying, what do you do next? I say, what do you mean? They say, what? She's saying, aren't you going to kiss me? I say, you can kiss me. Can you understand? It's never stupid. It's never stupid. And you're with a woman, you're dancing, and she guess what? She's saying, come. She's saying, come. Guess what? You say, you come here. You come here. You never go to her either. You say, come. And then she say, come dance with me. Then guess what you say? She says, you can say, okay. And you grab her hand and let her walk you to the dance floor. And then once that happens, this also accounts for you ladies out there. And then you're looking at her what to do. Also, when she says come, you can just you can go up to her right away. You can go up to him right away. When they point to you, come. You have an excuse. You have an excuse already. They said come. You can go up to them right away. And then you follow their lead. You follow their lead, dancing. You follow them and what they're doing. That's it. You never lead them. Otherwise, what? They see who you are. So guys, no matter what, you ladies and guys out there, let them lead you by making them work for you. Do you understand? That's how it is. You understand? Instead of you giving them money, let them give you money. Let the money just arrive. Let the money arrive. You understand? What does that mean? It means never go searching for money. Let the money come to you. Let the money come to you. Never work for money. Let the money work for you. Let the money come to you. The money comes to you. You never go to the money. Understand? And guess what? When the money comes to you, you've done something in order for that to happen. Understand? It never means you have to go work for money. It means, hey, let's look closer. Let's look inward. There's something inside saying, hey, let the money come to you. You can make the money come to you now. Let's cut some expenses. You make the money come to you. Look inside. There's something that you can drop off from your life, some subscription, something that you're doing, some place you're going. Maybe you're gambling. Drop the money now in terms of never drop your money, increase your money, drop some of your habits to increase your money. You can do it now. Let the money come to you. Let the money come to you. Become sober. You make the money come to you. Stop getting yourself that Rolex watch that's $5,000 million. Why don't you stop doing it? You have $5,000 million with you. You understand? Stop doing some of those habits that you're doing. The money will come to you. Understand? You'll be much more free. You have everything with you to make the money come to you right away. Do you go to get the money? You never go get the money. Let the money come to you. You see that? Understand? Let the money come to you. In terms of real estate, do you go get the money to get real estate? Guess what? You must make sure to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you get into a better high, into higher ground. So you use other people's money. Yes, you go use other people's money because that's what you need to do. You need to do that. So what you need in life is what you do. Everything else, let them do it for you. You need to go get other people's money to make yourself richer. You need to. You just borrow the money. You borrow the money and then you apply it, but where do you get the knowledge to get the real estate? You need to go up to someone to get the knowledge when you have no knowledge about it. Or you may walk blindfolded and you may learn it yourself, as other people have. Other people have learned blindfolded. They went into real estate. And then slowly they ask around. They're searching for it. And guess what? They found the information they need and then they teach it through generations about real estate. And then you can go grab the book and teach yourself generations of knowledge from somebody else. And that's what I mean. Go where the value is. Go and learn that information. Otherwise, you never have to go and walk to all those doors yourself when somebody else has done it for you. You understand? You can cut, as Tony Robbins says, you can cut generations into 5 minutes. You understand? Yeah, you can. You cut generations and chunks of knowledge in 2 hours. Then go and read those books. Guys, no matter what, see you guys in the next video.